Trust me, he knows I put him on skates last time. And this time when I put you on skates, I'm gonna leave you frozen like Elsa.
Straight from the underworld, coming from the underground. Motherfuckers better watch out for the hellhounds.
Israel Adesanya and Alex Pereira have fought twice in kickboxing, with both fights being highly competitive and intense. The first fight between Adesanya and Pereira took place in April 2016 at the Glory of Heroes event in China. The fight was a middleweight bout, and Pereira was the reigning WGP kickboxing champion. The fight was very closely contested, with both fighters exchanging heavy blows and showcasing their skills. The second fight between Adesanya and Pereira took place in March 2017 at the Glory of Heroes event in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Again, the fight was a middleweight bout and was another closely contested battle, with both fighters displaying their striking prowess. However, in the second round, Adesanya landed a series of strikes that sent Pereira to the canvas. Although Pereira was able to get back to his feet, Adesanya continued to pour on the pressure, eventually finishing the round with a flurry of punches and kicks. However, in the third round, Pereira was able to catch Adesanya with a devastating left hook, securing the knockout victory. Overall, the two kickboxing fights between Adesanya and Pereira were both highly competitive and entertaining. Both fighters demonstrated their incredible striking abilities and toughness, making for two memorable bouts. In terms of game plans, it appears that both Adesanya and Pereira were focused on utilizing their striking skills to their advantage. Both fighters have a background in kickboxing and have developed a reputation for their precise and powerful striking techniques. In the first fight, Pereira appeared to have the advantage early on, using his strong left hook to land several significant strikes on Adesanya. Adesanya, on the other hand, was more patient, looking to counter and pick his shots. In the second fight, Adesanya appeared to make some adjustment to his game plan, becoming more aggressive and pushing the pace against Pereira. He was able to land several significant strikes, ultimately finishing Pereira with a flurry of punches and kicks in the second round. In terms of statistics, both fights were closely contested. In the first fight, Pereira outlanded Adesanya in total strikes 66 to 50, while Adesanya landed more significant strikes, 29 to 28. As for their good and bad parts, both fighters demonstrated their incredible striking skills and toughness throughout the fights. However, one potential weakness for Pereira is his tendency to rely too heavily on his left hook, which can make him predictable at times. Adesanya, on the other hand, has shown that he can adapt his game plan and make adjustments as needed, which is a testament to his versatility and intelligence as a fighter. Overall, both fighters were highly competitive and entertaining, showcasing the skills and heart of both fighters. Alex Pereira followed a smart game plan in his UFC fight against Israel Adesanya. Already in the first fight, he was able to set up that Adesanya has no success with his calf kicks and low kicks. To Adesanya's frustration, Alex Pereira was able to place his calf kicks and low kicks on target. With each passing minute, it could be seen that this progression frustrated the Nigerian-born fighter. It was often noticeable that when Alex Pereira landed a low kick, Israel Adesanya responded directly with an equal action. This is a well-known psychological effect in combat sports. After receiving a significant blow, fighters react often with the same action. On the one hand, this can confirm the previous impact of a strike, and on the other hand, it can underline the fighter's big ego. This effect can be seen over the majority of the rounds. As the fight progressed, Adesanya was able to land a number of points via many Muay Thai clinches, cage work, strikes from these points, and to win rounds. He actually rocked Pereira with a great combination, with the bell just ending the round. In the end, however, it was noticeable that Alex Pereira was able to neutralize Adesanya's kicks for the most part over the continuing rounds and to do some damage with his very own legs. As the fight progressed, those kicks limited the Nigerian footwork, which opened up some gaps for Alex Pereira's infamous left hook. Up until that day, no fighter had managed to check so many kicks from the Nigerian and land his own kicks accurately on top of that. After the fight, even Adesanya admitted that the second or third kick of the Brazilian hit a nerve on his leg, which made him pay more attention to those kicks. This probably affected parts of his game plan.
Thinking of this shit. It was just my nerve. It's all easy. Man.
At the beginning, Adesanya managed well to avoid the dangerous left hook of Pereira. However, with his back to the fence, he did concede some left hooks without pulling his guard up. Adesanya realized that in these positions, he shouldn't control the distance with his arm, but rather close the guard so that the left hooks of the Brazilian do not land. It could be observed again and again that Adesanya let himself be put with his back to the fence while standing. This resulted in a clear restriction of his so well-known head movement. As a result, it was only a matter of time before a dangerous punching combination from Alex Pereira with his high knockout power will hit the Nigerian. The Brazilian has shown many times in his career that a single left hook from him can end fights. In this fight, he managed to defeat his rival in the 5th round via TKO with punches after limiting the footwork and head movements of the Nigerian for several rounds and implement his own game plan.